Last time on Survivor. While Harrison celebrated another blindside, the rest of the tribe planned his demise.
Harrison and Twiggy have been running this game since day one.
But we flipped the script today.
I'm done with Harrison.
But when Harrison won immunity, the plan needed to change. And with Faith still in the game, Ova started pushing Faith's name. But the leader of the Jawaki Alliance, Harrison, wanted to see Ova go instead. And with two groups going against each other, it was up to Controller and Adachi. And when trouble came around, it was Faith who was finally the one to go home, leaving the Jawaki Alliance on the bottom. Who will be one step closer to being sole survivor, and who will be voted out tonight.
I'm back, and that wasn't my last confessional. Let's fucking go! 3 votes for me is kind of scary, especially with 1 vote on Twiggy. So I'm gonna be spending this next little while trying to figure out which one of those 3 people were me, because I have an odd feeling Faith either flipped somebody random, or Faith herself was the one that voted Twiggy.
The last vote, like I heard, like, oh, there was like a plan for Faith to like take me out, and that Faith was like the one leading that.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, I think Ova's voting with Faith. Yeah, that's why. So I did vote for you.
All right. Do you know who else actually voted for me?
No, I actually don't.
Can you figure out who the other 2 people who voted me were? Because that is very important. Because it's either just straight up Controller, Harrison, and Twiggy, or there's a snake in the 5 we had.
There is a snake. I'm not sure if they voted you. There is a snake in the 5.
How do you know that?
Harrison said that somebody told him that you were saying his name, whatever, and that's why he voted for you.
Which would be very scary for me, because that would mean I have to figure out who in my alliance of 5 I cannot trust in this game. Which is a very terrifying thought, considering that I can go home. If Harrison wins immunity, I'm just gone in this game. But, of course, I'm not going home that easily, so I'm taking Harrison out after this. If he does not win immunity tonight, and does not have an idol up his pocket, he's done. He's out of this game. I don't think it was Chomp. At least I hope not, because Chomp said he was fairly straightforward with me staying.
Absolutely, yeah.
But,
we do have to. We got to keep that in mind, because we know
it's either really straightforward or not at all straightforward. Also, Harrison claimed to have voted for Faith to me immediately after Tribal, so that was fun. Yeah, I got a message like, yeah, well, it looks like we both lied, but in a good way. We both voted Faith. And I'm like, I don't.
How about you? You guys should just like, just believe whatever bullshit or not believe, but
I'm gonna
believe
pretend like I'm gonna believe it.
Yeah, like eat that shit up. Holy fuck! I'm worried about idols and stuff, so we gotta play it. We gotta tread carefully.
No one would want to take out Twiggy at all, because everyone has Twiggy in the end. And
I don't think Twiggy has played like outstanding game, but I don't really view him as a goat.
I think it's just people are seeing his comedy style and they're like confused.
Yeah, I think it's
not
decent.
knowing what's happening, but like he's just like joking, playing dumb.
At this final 8, we really have to hunker down and have decent sway over these votes, because we don't know how many advantages are in play, and we really can't be on the receiving end of either side's votes. Like having a majority is the most important thing, but after that, it's making sure neither of us get any votes at all. So I've been continuing to play my Korean pro defensive playstyle, but the issue is every tribal, since I'm playing the middle so hard, I have to justify to the people I don't with who I didn't vote with, why I didn't vote with them. So I think my relationship with Twiggy and Harrison and Chomp maybe is a little bit screwed, and I need to repair that, because at this point in the game, I don't know where any advantages are at, and I cannot be receiving any votes at all, or there's a chance I could go home. That's the ideal.
We could at least get Harrison to flush the idol today.
Who do you feel good with?
I feel good with Ova. Like, you know, we voted together, we were blindside together.
Yeah.
If you don't feel good with Ova, I won't leak that.
No, I feel okay with them, like decent.
Chompzers I was unsure about, but he did vote with me last round. We just haven't had a chance to do like a full one-on-one in a while.
Yeah, look, Alison, the point is that I am with you until the very end. I'm going to try to keep you informed, I'm going to try to keep you posted, and hopefully we can get to the final 3.
Yeah, I feel like voting Faith there was the right move, because she was being very sneaky, like, she's a very sneaky girl, so I think it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's about time. I mean, it took like, what, 3 tribal councils?
No one actually told me to vote Faith, though. They said, people told me to vote Ova, because they said Ova and Faith were both gunning for you. I mean, well, you as in me. So
I think the reason no one told you is because Harrison told me that like you were already doing Ova.
well, I was down for Faith. Like I know Faith
Yeah.
was saying my name, and like I was gonna do Faith, but then people were like, "Oh, Ova's voting you, so we should vote Ova." And I was like, "All right." So that's why I voted Ova.
Yeah, a lot of people are worried about Harrison in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Because he's
sure
like a
how-
comp threat or whatever.
Yeah, and like social, like just a good player.
And I can see
Harrison's
it.
definitely a great player.
Oh,
I think
100%.
Harrison gets to the end and he almost only wins.
Yeah, that's the only scare.
Yeah.
I'm fine with like Harrison staying longer, but I probably don't want him in the end.
Yesterday night's vote was incredibly interesting for me. And I think I really knew in my heart that Faith was going, but I didn't want to vote for Faith because we have an ally throughout the entire game, so I figured I could put another vote on Nova, what's the harm, and what do you know? Faith went home. Therefore, I had to do my very best moving forward to convince every person left in this game that I voted with them, which is a lot easier said than done.
Faith was hard pushing you. I haven't heard Ova say your name once, and I probably haven't talked to him as much as others, but Faith, like
Faith was, yeah.
I wasn't talking to Faith that much either, but like every time I talked to her, like she was pushing you.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, it worked out that way.
She caught on to the alliance, and she said like you and Twiggy were like taking over the game, and then like Adachi and Chomp were like following, and then I was just like there. I think after digging myself out of a giant hole that I did dig for myself, but it was necessary, that I think I've put myself in the best position possible, which was my plan. I'm getting really close with Harrison. He wasn't too happy with my big blow up at that one tribal, but you know, I think we're getting closer, and then getting closer to Harrison gets me closer to Chomp and Tim. Adachi's close with the others. And I don't like that too much, you know. I want to be close with him, and I like Adachi too because we got a little alliance thing. We worked together on the last vote. He does have to go on some point because him staying is bad for my game.
Now, how do we move forward? Because I know that I'm probably like, you know, getting up there in the target. I've won 2 immunities now, which
I mean, yeah. Even though I haven't been getting votes, like I'd be stupid to say my target is completely gone as well.
like I said, I want you, me, and Chomp to get to the end. I told you guys that,
Yeah.
you know, rounds ago.
That was, yeah.
And I mean that.
I
Now,
think
hear me out.
I think right now we still have the 5.
And then
Yumi, Chomp, Twiggy, and Adachi. I think
Okay.
Adachi's still with us for sure.
hear me out really quick. Adachi has left me out of the Istelle vote. Because that vote I was voting Faith, right? And
Yeah.
he told me he was voting Faith, but then right after Tribal, he's like, I decided to vote for Istelle because I wanted to make the numbers.
Yeah.
And now
Because
this
he
vote,
was messaging me because he was like, hey, who did you tell Faith? And I was like, oh, I told Istelle, but you can keep the vote on Faith if you want. I'm just trying to split the votes.
and then just this last Tribal, he was with me to do Ova. He was with us going Ova. I don't even know what you did, but he then, you know, he told me afterwards, oh yeah, I went Faith, which it wasn't close, or it wasn't, you know, nail biting, so it doesn't really matter. But I just don't really like that, and I've kind of been picking up on that.
We are getting lower and lower in numbers. There's only 8 of us left, and time is really running out to get certain people out. With a game plan to move forward, I still feel really good with controller. Tim, I really enjoy Tim as well. And then Chomp's probably the person I feel the best with, and that I would be okay with sitting at the end with. Nothing against Chomp, I just feel like I've played a much more dynamic game than Chomp to this point.
Adachi's
got to be the next one to go. Yeah, that's got to be the main focus. Just getting
Adachi
out of here finally, because you know, just it needs to be done.
All right, final 8. Welcome to your next individual immunity challenge. Harrison, once again, I'll take it back. As you guys can see, all of you will be fighting for immunity once again. Let's get to the challenge. In this next immunity challenge, all 8 castaways will compete in a one-on-one tournament-style challenge, where their goal is to turn on all 3 of their lights while turning off their opponents. First castaway to win all 3 rounds will win immunity. Survivors ready?
No.
Go. All right, here we go.
If I miss this, I'm trash. I'm fucking trash! No!
Oh, close battle. And with that, Harrison moves on to the next round, eliminating Twiggy from the turn. Survivors ready? Go. Ooh, close. Oh, and with that, Controller moves on to the next round. Survivors ready? Go. Ova misses that, and Adachi wins, moving on. All right. Survivors ready? Go. All right, both moving. Oh, both doing well. Chompzers misses that one. Oh, wow, you both are doing really well.
Oh, he just missed.
Oh, Chompzers would have won there if he didn't miss that.
Oh,
Chompzers pulls out of his cart for some reason. Oh, Alison won, yeah. Alison moves on to the next round. Semi-finals. Survivors ready? Go. Nice flicks from Harrison.
Aw, damn it.
And with that, Harrison moves on to the final round.
Fair enough, yeah. I missed 2.
Survivors ready? Go. Both players want to see themselves in the finals. Let's see what happens. And by a split second, it looks like Alison wins, moving on to the final round. Final round. Winner automatic shot in the final 7. Survivors ready? Go.
Always so slow to start. I don't know if I'm moving or not. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
That's game.
And with that, Alison wins individual immunity. Automatic shot at the final 7.
She could.
So good.
All right. Congratulations to Alison. Come on up and grab your individual immunity necklace. Alison, congratulations. You will not be voted out tonight in an automatic shot to get to the final 7. But one of you will be the next member of our jury. Everyone, head on back to camp.
All right, so obviously we did not win immunity, or I did not win immunity. Came in second, which it doesn't really matter if I got second or last. My name's on the chopping block. It just is. I am playing my idol tonight. It's not up for discussion. It may be a waste, and in a funny way, I kind of hope it is, because if it is, that means the 5 people, or the 4 plus me, that I think are with me, are really with me. How did did we just lose to Alison?
I swear to God, there's no way she beat me fair. She definitely started early. No way.
I don't know, but I goofed. I missed my middle lever because I was like, oh, I don't need to turn that on.
Yeah, but I mean,
so
you'll probably be targeted, realistically.
Yeah. Oh, me? Yeah. No. I'm expecting some votes tonight. Probably Ova, probably Alison. I don't know, but what do you want to do? I've had my time. I've had my say. Last time I said Ova, that didn't happen. So what would you like to do here?
See, here's the thing. That's the wrong person, because I'm just playing for preservation. The only move to be made is the move to save you, which is not really, I don't know if we have to choose the right person to target, which means we would need at least 2 others on board.
Do you think we would have Controller and Twiggy still? And potentially Chompzers as well?
I think those are the people we should work, because I don't think we could work anyone else.
Right.
I think you're guaranteed 3 votes, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunately, I think so too. You don't have an idol to play on me, do you?
Harrison, you're tilting me when I say that, because entire pre-merge I had like 18 confessions about looking for it.
part of me thinks they don't exist, but how do we get to the final 8 and no idols even be?
That's what concerns me, because there could be 4 in play, in which case it's just RNG coin flip. Good luck, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we talked to Chompzers.
Yeah.
So again, sorry. What do we want to do?
Well, we'd have to do one of the 3. Yeah, we'd have to do.
Have to be Ova or James.
Yeah, that's the only option I'd say if we're trying to work that route.
Right.
And I don't think there's any other route to work.
Community streak after he almost won the challenge, so I think we have to get him out now.
Yeah, you both on board with that?
Yes. And
I'm
Alison
also fairly sure there are no immunity idols in this game.
Do you think there's no immunity at all?
Well, I believe there were advantages on the boat and exile, but I don't believe there were idols.
I mean, idols were played pre-merge, right?
None.
I don't think so.
There were none.
Shit.
They could have went home with people, and then Cav just like never re-hid them.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would make sense, but it makes no sense why nobody has heard anything about idols.
I mean, Venom could have had one. You never know.
But like, I know for a fact that there was more than just like the Switch vote advantage. I mean, Switch players advantage on the vote, because Frost had a immunity without power that he went out with that he found on the boat.
Oh, really?
Right.
Who?
Okay.
So
Frost?
yeah, Frost.
Okay.
So there were advantages in this game that were not hidden at camps.
Things in this game are starting to finally look up for me after voting wrong in the merge 3 times in a row. But after Faith going, I feel like I have a bit more control. Harrison thankfully lost the immunity, so I think everyone is good to vote Harrison, or at least flush an idol. We all think Harrison might have. There's some theories that no idols exist. But come on, this isn't back to basics. There's idols.
Sam, Istelle, and Venom came to me at Merge and said Frosty was one of the 2 people who voted you. I'm like, well, then who's the second? And I was like, okay, so this person got blindsided. Now this person got blindsided. So Semaj is my only person I can ask. But wait a minute, no, he can't.
No, yeah.
Guess I'll never know until it's uploaded.
You won't know for like a year, unless you DM them after, I guess.
I'll keep it a surprise. Maybe I'll actually be able to listen to my voice long enough to fucking watch the season.
I would just really hope Harrison doesn't idle and involve one of my allies or myself going. I don't think Harrison's voting me, so I should be safe. But it would suck to lose Adachi or Over here, just because they would be great security in the final 7.
Okay, that's fair. I heard Harrison.
Same.
I heard Adachi.
I'm fine with either, but I think Harrison is a smarter vote. I think it's smartest for you to do Harrison because people are associating you two, and they expect you to vote with him. By voting him out, you're basically proving them wrong, so. Alright, so I have 1 immunity, which is amazing. I can sit back, relax, eat my peanut butter and jelly, and chill. However, the game is still going on. I've been planting seeds to get Harrison out. I mean, everyone kind of knew that he had to go, but I wanted to make sure that happened, so I started off strong, get out Harrison, get it done, and boom. That's how we're gonna do it.
I think you and me, Controller and Twiggy, can be a 4. I would like to vote out Adachi tonight. And the reason for that is he's been very kind of wishy-washy with me. He's two of the last 3 votes, he's like told me he's voted a certain way, and then after the votes are read, he sends me a message saying, oh, by the way, I voted different than what I was going to say, but we're good. We're still good. Like, and he's a big comp threat. He almost won today. I know, I'm a big comp threat too. I'm not denying that, but we're not talking about me, I hope. We're talking about Adachi. So if we can get just those 4, we can at least force a tie, and then maybe someone flips.
Here's what I'm all for. The thing about Adachi is that he is also a comp threat, but he's basically positioned himself perfectly in the center right now.
Oh, dude, he's in a beautiful spot.
Adachi, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Harrison's targeting you.
He's who?
Harrison is targeting you. It's the first thing he came to me, and just to show I'm not lying, I believe we talked to him about voting out Ova, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ova's decoy. He just messaged me to reiterate that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess we gotta do Harrison.
I was hoping to keep Harrison around until we said that, because he's going for you. He thinks you're the biggest threat left in the game.
What the fuck?
I know. Look, Dory, I don't even dream of voting you out. I have no delusion of doing that. Besides, you still have the flower, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's in my under chest.
Yeah.
It's in my under
chest.
chest.
Yeah,
I have it.
And I won't vote for you, alright? We're good.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, I need to go talk to the people if that's the case. I need to get in there. Harrison went up to me and said Ova, but I think Harrison's targeting me.
Why
Really? Why would he do that? Why would he do that?
Because, I don't know, he just... That's what I was just told that, bro. I don't know.
From who?
You were told that.
Chompers told me that Harrison said me and to use Ova as a decoy vote.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Actually,
I would trust Chompers.
Adachi, can you hold that thought? I am going to. I need to talk to Chompers about that because there's no way.
Okay, but
there's no way.
I don't want to seem like I don't want to seem like a snitch. I just,
No, like it's good. Like if I talk to him specifically, it's fine. I can just figure out what that's about. So we can try to get you off the radar. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Is he going against her?
Yeah. So we came back. I thought it was going to be pretty clear cut. Harrison will get the majority of the votes, and Harrison's gonna target someone like Ova or James, and I was okay with that because I felt like it would work out for me either way. But unfortunately, I've heard that Harrison apparently wants me out. I don't know if that's still what he wants, but I tried to nip that in the bud instantly. I went to everyone. I basically said, like, this is dumb. Don't do that. I explained to them why. I tried to cause confusion, and I just reaffirmed to people, anyone who's close to Harrison who would consider voting me, I instantly called out the plan and like, showed how, oh yeah, no one's agreeing to it. No one's doing that. So the only way I'm screwed tonight is if someone plays an advantage. That's the only way.
They want Harrison out, and they're all voting Harrison. Like, they're gung-ho on voting Harrison out. And if Harrison wants to vote Adachi, that just doesn't do anything for us. So I think what we could do, I see a perfect opportunity for, like, the two of us, Adachi and Semaj, to vote out someone like Controller. What do you think?
Well, again, Twiggy, I think I mentioned this to you in pre-merge, but again, I've always known that Harrison is a massive comp fan. The fact they just won 2 immunity challenges.
Yes, but look,
if
we vote him out here, what are the odds that we even make it to FTC?
I mean, Twiggy, we're still well positioned. We still have allies. We still have Adachi. We're gonna keep Adachi after this. And
yes.
We only need one more. We only need one more person. I think again, if like, sure, we almost certainly go with Harrison to the end, without a doubt. I don't think we win. I don't think either of us even stand a chance of being Harrison.
So tonight is interesting because people want to make the move on Harrison. And by people, I mean primarily the Ova King side of things. Me and Chomp kind of fall into the middle at this point. Alison is kind of like a lone wolf, but she can't even be touched here anyway. We have time to get her out. I'm becoming closer with Semaj at this point. So I think a final 3 with me, Semaj, and Chompers could be pretty realistic. I threw out the possibility of blindsiding Controller here, because personally, I've been wanting this man out for a long while now. If everyone is like so gung-ho on Harrison and his like comp threat ability or whatever, Harrison's one of my closest allies, so it kind of sucks. But if I have to choose between him and like Adachi or something, then I probably have to vote, unfortunately, Harrison here. So this might be a tough vote, but I just need to try to get a last-minute decision, and that could work for me.
Did he say that like Harrison was targeting me? Because that's what he told me.
Yes.
Jesus.
But I don't think you have to worry about it though. I don't really see a way
the
that
only problem is if he has an idol.
That's why I was thinking we like throw our votes on someone else, but like I don't know if Chomp wants to do that, because we could very easily just vote someone like Controller or Ova, because really,
if I had to choose between them, I'd rather vote out Controller.
I would too. Like, this is the perfect chance, bro.
So yeah, I know we talked about potentially doing Adachi this round, but I think we're gonna have to put that on hold. Controller likes the idea next round, but he wants to hold off and wait. And he wants to, we talked about Ova, but he's thinking let's do James because Ova might see it coming and James may not. So if Ova has something, they may play it. If James has something, he may not play it and then go home with it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So another bit of information that I do want to tell you, because I feel the closest with you. I have an idol. I haven't told anybody about it. I found the red idol a long time ago. I didn't tell a soul. I just kept it to myself. But I have it. Now, the issue is every fiber in my body and brain is telling me, don't be a dumbass, play the idol. But part of me also wants to trust that this 5 is going to vote together. I'm assuming that James, Ova, and Alison are voting for me. That's going to be 3 negated. Then myself and Chompers are voting for Ova, and then Controller, Twiggy, and Adachi. He's voting for James. It should be either a 3-2 and 3 negated, or if Adachi flips on us and votes me, it'll be a 2-2, 4 negated. So, nonetheless, I'm not going home. I'm playing the idol. James or Oa. So long story short, I'm not going home tonight. I'm in the final 7, and I just got to go out and win immunity, and hopefully this works out. Hopefully hopefully all 5 of us stay together and it'll just be perfect. What do you think?
It's difficult. I mean, obviously, if you're able to hold on to your idol, then that'd be fantastic, right? If you keep it from 7, from 6, that would have a lot of use. Currently, I am one of only 2 players in this game to know that Harrison has an idol, and that is incredibly valuable information. The question is, what can we do with it? We could just put all our votes in one person, but then that said person, I don't know, hypothetically Ova, could then play their idol, and all of it would be nullified. So therefore, I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to split the votes as a minority, and we're going to hope for the best.
So, do we want to? Are we going to let Adachi know that we're switching to James? Or this could be a good chance to test. The only here is, yeah, I want to, but I could use it as I could use it as a way to like see if he's loyal with us, because we'll know that there's 1 vote for Ova. But at that point, he'll just feel burned.
All right, so this could be a pretty crucial vote here. I've tried to be friendly with everyone. That's been my game this entire time, is making friends with everyone and just seeing how far I can get by playing every side that I can. And it's been working, but it seems I am going to have to draw a line in the sand. If not this vote, I need Harrison in this game just for a little bit longer. I know he's going to whoop my ass at the end. Like, if you're screaming at me right now, I know he's going to whoop my ass at the end. Just let me cook. We just got to see what happens. My strategy's been working so far. Obviously, my name's like always been out, but it's like if they vote me out, they're just making a terrible move on their part because I've been friends with everybody. So this vote could be very crucial. This could be the line between me winning or losing.
I'm up there.
Okay, so I think the plan is Harrison because he's throwing out me and Adachi now.
Yeah, Adachi knows that. So I guess the only update is that Adachi is nervous that he could get idled out.
I'm hearing from several sources that Harrison has no idol.
Yeah, Adachi just, when your name's out there, you feel like in danger. So he's like thinking on how many votes Harrison has on it and if he should like throw a vote.
This vote should be easy. The comp beast of the season, Harrison, should go. If he plays an idol, I will literally start bawling because I just lost the season over an idol that shouldn't exist. Because I haven't heard a single bit of idols in this game, or anything outside of like Frost and Faith's and Alison's advantage in this game, because I will be very frustrated if Harrison has just been sitting on an idol this whole time for when he's not immune, because he's just going to comp beast to the end of this game and either win the season undeservingly, or he's going to get called out for just being a comp beast all season. But Harrison, lots of love to you, good luck getting votes on me, and hopefully it's you going and not me.
All right, final 8. One step closer to the final 7. Harrison, coming into Tribal Council, no necklace to save you this time. What's going through your head?
Well, beyond the obvious of, winning back-to-back or winning in immunities and not having it the next time, obviously, that just is an easy way to put a target on your back, but also winning 2 and then getting second place in this challenge, it all comes together to not be awesome for me.
Alison, so I feel like you, Alison, have been worried coming to Tribal. Every time you're here, you're worried that you're going to be going home. So I just want to know how good it feels to have that around your neck right now.
I'm more worried about people lying to me than actually being voted out, But feels great having this necklace. It's like I can just sit here and know that it's not gonna be me, and that's an awesome feeling. So, and I feel like it proves that I can actually win something, because coming into this, I'm going to be honest, I did not think I was going to win anything.
Adachi, let's talk about one huge thing about Survivor. Lying. Lying is a big, huge part of Survivor. You kind of have to lie to people, because if you're going to talk to everybody, you can't really just tell somebody to their face that you're voting them off, right?
Exactly. You want to limit the amount of lying you do. A lot of people play in a way where they lie a lot, which is not always the time out of mouse, but out of just putting themselves in those kind of situations. I think for me, I do try to avoid lying, but sometimes it's just so hard not to lie about certain things because the conversations can just become awkward or it screws you over.
So Semaj, I kind of just want to know where your head's at. Like, what are you basing your vote off tonight?
I am just basing my vote off of a person that I don't feel super close to, and just the name I've heard the most, and I feel like it's what's going to get the majority.
Twiggy, let's talk about majority. So here tonight in the final 8, here's where you really want to keep your alliances really close, right? Because going into the future, you're going to have to start voting off those alliances.
So essentially, people are thinking about alliances, and I feel like we're at the point in the game where thinking about that end game stretch of realistically, can I make it to Final Tribal Council, and with who can I sit next to at Final Tribal Council, where I feel like I would have a decent shot, a decent case to win. So I think people are definitely considering if I'm in this group, if I'm in this alliance, where do I fall within that alliance, and is it is it truly what people are saying, or do people have secret intentions within that? Because you could see a group of 3, a group of 4, a group of 5, and then there could be a perceived number 5, a perceived number 4. If that's not, sometimes that might not always be the reality of the situation. So you really just gotta in a sense, you just gotta be aware of your own positioning within the pecking order.
Ova. So like Twiggy was saying, he said something that really interested me. He said that knowing your own perception of how people look at you is very important. Is it hard or really easy to understand how people are looking at you in the moment?
I feel like in the moment it's a lot harder to view how you're seen in this game, but after votes, tribal councils, and after seeing how how things go, you can definitely start to understand where people see your place. Because if a bunch of people are voting with you and you were the one that started that vote, it can paint a huge target on your back. But if people aren't voting with you and stuff, people don't trust you, or they see you as somebody who isn't even really worth talking to. And I feel like it's based on how much you're willing to talk to someone and how much you're willing to vote with somebody. That can really help determine how you can see yourself in this place of the game.
All right. And with that being said, it is now time to vote. Alison, you have the vote first.
Let's just say the beast has been slain.
I'm hoping for a 3-2 with 3 negated. If we see 4 negated, that's not gonna be good for me.
Harrison, just fuck you.
I'm so sorry to this person. Not that you have to go, but it's probably best as far as me making FTC at this point, so.
Harrison, please go home here. You controlled the Venom boot. So, a little bit of vengeance for my boy Venom from the jury.
I feel like if there's any votes that blows up in my face, it's probably going to be this one. Good luck.
All right. All the votes have been cast. I will now go tell the votes. The votes have been tallied. If anybody has hidden immunity idol or an advantage to play, now would be the time to do so.
Okay.
Alrighty.
An idol.
I am looking forward to the hopefulness that this is a wasted idol, but I am playing this tonight. This is the red idol, and playing it for myself.
All right. This is indeed a hidden immunity idol, the original Red Tribe hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Harrison will not count. So I'll ask again, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage in this game they'd like to play, now would be the time to do so. All right, get to the votes. First vote, Harrison does not count. Second vote, Harrison does not count. Harrison does not count.
I expected that.
Harrison does not
There it is.
count.
Okay. Let's go.
4 votes left.
Let's go.
Semaj.
No, my first vote.
Semaj. 2 votes Semaj. Ova. 1 vote Ova. 2 votes Semaj. 1 vote left.
Good luck, Ova.
Good luck.
And the next person voted off is nobody, because Ova is the last vote.
Wow.
Now, it is a tie between Semaj and Ova. Everybody else besides them will go vote. Alison,
Good
you are
job,
up first.
Harrison.
Over. Your game is over.
I'm winning this game, by the way, just so y'all know.
I wouldn't really mind rocks, but it's not necessarily ideal.
Well, that's a perfect blindside out of the window because people got paranoid. Alright, whatever. Whatever. As long as it ain't me, I don't really care anymore.
All right, all the votes have been cast. I will now tally the votes. All right, all the votes have been tallied. Read the votes. First vote. Ova.
Damn.
Ova. Ova. There's 3 votes Ova. Semaj. And the next person voted off. Ova. Who's gonna be a torch?
Damn.
GG,
Kind of sucks to
Ova.
get idled out, but it's the game.
Yeah.
GG, man.
Your game over, man. It's
You did amazing, honestly.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Ova. Travis spoken.
Good game.
Thank you.
I see a final 7 in front of my eyes, and we are getting so much closer to the final 3. Lines have been drawn. People have been voted for. Everyone grab your torches. Back to camp.
Kind of sucks that I believe one of the few idols left in the game was found by Harrison. And if he's in the end of FTC, unless he doesn't win immunity the next few times, I don't know if I can respect his game. But honestly, if he's there, I honestly might have no choice to vote him depending on who he brings. But good luck to everyone I worked with, and good luck to Harrison. Maybe I'll see you in FTC.
Stay tuned for more from our next episode. Next time on Survivor.
This is supposed to be like my final 5, and now it's just like, now what? Am I next? Is that what the agenda is? Like, what's going on?
I wanted to take you to the end, but I don't think you wanted to take me to the end because I heard you were targeting me.
Well, now I know they all fucking lied to me. That's wild, dude.